Hey there, it's Rachel from All About the House. In this video I'm going to show you how to do custom page size printing. So if you wanted to print a printable and add it to your Plum Paper, your Erin Condren, your Kikki K, Filofax, Limelife, any other planner that is size smaller than your standard page size, this is how you would do it. So you can do this with the printables in my shop or with any printable that you have downloaded. This is the debt tracker from the budget binder and you can find that in my shop, which is All About the House on Etsy. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. So go to File, Print, once you've opened up your PDF, and then you want to go to, usually printers will say Properties, or the printer menu may say Advanced. I'm using a Canon printer. If you're using like a Brother or a HP or a different printer, it may show something slightly different, but it's usually the button next to the drop-down menu of your printer name. Okay, so in this sub-menu or this pop-up menu that will appear, you want to go to Page Setup, and then go to Custom Page Size. So if you wanted to print at A5, you can simply select A5 and it will shrink to fit, it will reduce it down to A5 page size, but it will print it on a normal piece of paper. Or if you've purchased the printables from my shop, which are, there's always 2 pages per PDF, so you can do 2 per page printing, then cut the pages in half, and there's no paper wastage, it's just one cut and you'll get 2 pieces of paper. To do that, you would go to Quick Setup and then Paper Saving, and then you would go 2-on-1 printing. So that's how you can do A5, or if you're printing on from a letter size and you're doing 2 per page, it would make it at half page size. So it really depends. If you're starting at A4 and you do 2-on-1, it will make A5 pieces of paper. If you start at letter size and you do 2-on-1, it will print it at half letter size, so 8.5 times 5.5. So keep that in mind with the starting size of the paper that you're using. If you're printing from letter size onto A5, you would need to go into Page Setup and choose that from the menu here. The other thing that you can do, so if you want to do your Erin Condren insert, you would go to Custom and then you would go to Inches here in this pop-up menu and enter in whatever the size of the planner that you're using. So if you're using the Happy Planner, Limelife, Plum Paper, Erin Condren, or any other planner that you've got, a Filofax, personal size, etc., you enter in the dimensions, the width and the height. You can use inches or millimeters and hit OK. Then you want to make sure that Fit to Page is selected, and the reason for that is if we don't have Fit to Page, if we've got actual size selected like we do now, we can see that when it prints out, this is the only stuff that will print. This is the whole piece of paper that you've got, and that's all that's going to print. You don't want that. You want to go Fit. So now our page size is 7:9, the design is 7:9. So when you print this out, it will print it onto full page paper, but it will print this in the top corner of the piece of paper. So if you print a bunch of these out and you want to add them to your planner, I recommend printing say 10 and then adding your lines that denote 7:9 and then place that on top of all of them and then just cut them all at once. So you're going to have like a lead pencil line on your piece of paper, because remember this will print onto full page size, and then you can just do the 2 cuts, the side and the bottom, because this will be in one of the top corners of the piece of paper, and then you can just cut them out all at once rather than doing it individually and marking up like a template that's size 7:9 inches. So remember, basically you go to Properties and then go to Page Setup, choose whatever size you want from Custom, and make sure that you always select Fit to Page. If you don't, you won't get a proper design, will get all cut off and it'll be just wrong. So you want to make sure that you choose Fit to Page after you've selected your custom page size, and then you can just hit print and it will print it for you. All printers are different, so I do recommend that you do a test print first in black and white before you go printing a whole bunch of these. So checklists are a really good one to do at a smaller page size. They're a really good insert for your planner. So if you just print like one, do a test print first, and then you can print a whole bunch of copies and print them all at once, and you could have like a to-do list within the weekly pages of your planner, or however you want to use it. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I have another couple of videos showing how to do duplex printing, borderless, etc. I'll include links below this video if you're interested in watching them.